I guess this is a redirect to my reaction to One Piece episode 660, 661 and 662. Another tragic, intense reaction to some really intense episodes. Like, jeez man, how far Doflamingo would go. It's just crazy how evil and conniving, how cunning this guy is. Like, geez, he's manipulated his citizens so much that they totally believe him on what he says. It absolutely disgusted me how he shot, how he was beating up Law and then shot him like right in front of Luffy, Zoro and Kinemon. That really broke me, man, because, you know, Law's my favorite character and Doflamingo has done some really bad stuff that I'm just really pissed off about. Like, damn, I thought, I mean, the villains in the past in One Piece I've seen so far have been like really evil. They've done some really bad things, but damn, Doflamingo is on a whole other level. Like, seriously, like, this guy is just on a whole other level of evil. Before I get on to more about that, I just want to say that on Patreon I'm doing trial reactions. So for this month I've reacted to Trigun, and the next reaction that I'll do for this month is to Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, if I pronounce that right. So those are two reactions for this month, and for next month I'll be reacting to Durarara and Steins Gate. So if you want to be a patron in September, you'll get those trial reactions for early 1 month access. So yeah, I'm just like throwing that out there. Anyway, so these episodes, like the first episode, like was just continuing on with the tragic history of Dressrosa, how Doflamingo was basically controlling King Riku, and he was just cutting up all these people. He was slashing them, killing them basically, and he had absolutely no control over his own body. And that's what the very terrifying thing is about Doflamingo's ability. Like, it really goes with his personality, where he can control people pretty much. Like, he has that much charisma. He's that forceful. He's that much of a dictator. Jeez, man, that much of a controller. His own ability allows him to make other people do things that they don't want to do. Like, this man, King Riku, he was so noble. He was so he cared about his citizens. He really loved these citizens, but he killed them because Doflamingo made him. And it was so horrible seeing that. And we found out that Viola is King Riku's daughter, one of King Riku's daughter, considering that Rebecca's mom is probably the other daughter, considering that Rebecca is King Riku's granddaughter, so Scarlet must be the other daughter. So Viola, like, she had the shorter hair in the backstory. So the backstory showed how like, basically Doflamingo's subordinates, including Monet, so she pretended to be a maid this whole time for Princess Viola. She turned out to actually kidnap Viola. So Doflamingo basically wanted to use Viola for her ability, which is why she became one of Doflamingo's subordinates in the first place, because of how powerful and useful her Delphi ability is, because she has the clairvoyance type of ability, to see and know everything. So that's why Doflamingo wanted to capture her. So that was really sad, and she made a deal saying that, please don't kill my father. If you don't kill my father, then I'll join you. So that's the deal that she made with Doflamingo. So that's why King Riku is alive. So this whole story was being told from Toy Soldier to Franky, Robin and Usopp, and they were just absolutely horrified. I was horrified by the whole story. It's just disgusting, absolutely despicable. This crime is so evil. Like, jeez man, absolute injustice. All these citizens think that King Riku did this on purpose. They have no idea that Doflamingo was just controlling him. They think that he's the hero. In the actual story, Doflamingo posed as this hero that saved everyone from King Riku, when actually it was absolute total opposite. And man, absolute manipulation of these people is just, oh man, it makes me so angry. So in the present, Law was continuing to fight Doflamingo, but Law was like really struggling with his devil fruit ability because he used it so many times already. So there seems to be a strain for him, at least. Before, I haven't seen any other devil fruit user actually have a strain in their ability, but I guess he got wounded quite a lot. That's preventing him, as well as strain itself, preventing him from using his devil fruit ability properly. So that was one thing, and then he got cut up, and then he said something that really triggered Doflamingo. He was talking about how the will of D will defeat him or something along those lines, and that proper triggered Doflamingo, and he cut him again. So he's just, oh man. And then for some reason he cut up all the buildings around him. Like, what the fuck? Why would you destroy buildings around you and cause all this commotion? And then Law and Doflamingo, they landed right next to Zoro, Luffy and Kinemon, and they witnessed Doflamingo actually using a gun to shoot Law. So it seems to me that he's hiding his devil fruit ability from the citizens, because all the citizens were coming around to watch that. So that really shocked them that he just basically shot this person. But he lied, well, he didn't actually directly lie, but he twisted the whole idea about how there was the false report and how Law was, he made the false report about his abdication from the throne, about Doflamingo's abdication from the throne, and that he was coming after him and making all this bullshit. And then, oh man, Luffy was so horrified when he saw Law get shot. I was horrified. Zoro and Kinemon, they didn't do anything straight away, which got me a bit annoyed. I mean, they could just get Law out of the way. They don't have to directly fight Doflamingo because they're not going to stand a chance. But then again, there are two of them, which better their chances. But I mean, Zoro did come after Doflamingo afterwards, whilst Kinemon retrieved Law's body. But they were not quick enough. Fujitora just came in like straight away before Zoro could fight Doflamingo. So Fujitora, he's basically protected Doflamingo, and then he put Zoro in this giant pit. Oh man, he probably pinned him down and put him in this giant pit, and then Zoro tried to attack back. Jeez, man. And then Kinemon couldn't retrieve Law because Doflamingo cut him from behind. So Doflamingo took Law basically after cutting him so many times and shooting him. And it's thanks to Fujitora as well, because he just allowed that to happen. Because obviously the Navy are going to be siding with the Warlord, but he doesn't even know like the full story. So they're going to go back to the palace. So Luffy's actually going to go to the palace. So that's his mission now with Kinemon. Franky actually wants to help the little people with fighting against Doflamingo. Meanwhile, Nami's whole group, they basically Big Mom's subordinates came. The huge Big Mom ship came, and they actually want to retrieve Caesar for a whole entire different situation. They want to capture Caesar, and they need to do that by sinking the Sunny ship. Obviously, Sanji and them, they didn't want that to happen. Sanji was trying to fight back, and he actually does want to fight back against Big Mom's subordinates. Luffy gave him permission to do that, and Luffy also gave permission for Nami's crew to actually go to Zou, because Nami was actually right. Nami was saying that they can't all go to the palace, because the whole point that Law was doing was that he was prepared to sacrifice himself to make sure that Doflamingo does not capture Caesar. The whole point of this whole entire mission is making sure that Doflamingo does not capture Caesar, so that he doesn't make more small devil fruits for Kaido. And so Nami was right that they need to make sure that Caesar and Momo as well are not captured by Doflamingo's family. So that's why they need to escape Dressrosa as far as they can and get to Zoe. That was Law's order. So yeah, they need to go. But Sanji wants to fight Big Mom's subordinates, even though there's two of them, and I'm sure other subordinates as well. So I don't know how that's gonna go down. I wouldn't underestimate Big Mom's subordinates. We did see their abilities before. They're very powerful. Anyway, yeah, there's so much going on. It's like, I mean, it's amazing. Don't get me wrong. Like, this arc is just on fire. And then we saw Sabo right at the end. We saw like shadow of him. That is, I mean, obviously, like if you didn't know what Sabo's character design is, or if you didn't know that Sabo is actually alive, then no one would have known if they watched this for the first time. But because I know that Sabo is actually alive, unfortunately, I did get spoiled on that. It's nice that we're seeing Sabo and Koala, and I'm wondering what their actual plan is, like how they're gonna get involved in this, like why they're here, basically. So Sabo's at the Colosseum, so I'm wondering, like, is he gonna take part or something? I don't know. Get involved? I don't know. Anyway, that's my thoughts. What you think of these episodes? Let me know and stay tuned for more.